Friends, have you ever paused, even for a moment, to truly sense the currents of energy that pulse through the very space you call home? What if I were to tell you that one of the most potent sources of energy within your dwelling is not some mystical artifact or revered symbol, but something as commonplace as your television set? It's the truth. Your TV, seemingly just a device for entertainment, is actually a powerful emitter of energy. It embodies both the fire and metal elements, radiating intense waves of light, sound, and electromagnetic force. But here's a crucial point: this energy doesn't always harmonize with its surroundings. When you position objects associated with opposing elements, such as wood or earth, near your TV, think books or plants, you unknowingly create a discord of energies. This clash can disturb the positive flow within your home. And these energetic imbalances, believe me, they can resonate outwards, subtly yet significantly shaping your life, impacting your career path, your relationships, and even your inner well-being. In today's discourse, we are going to explore those everyday items that should never be placed in proximity to your TV. We will reveal how these seemingly minor misplacements might be subtly undermining your peace and your prosperity. By the time we reach the end, you will possess a clear understanding of how to harmonize your living space. You will learn to cultivate an environment brimming with positive energy, inviting greater abundance, tranquility, and clarity into your life. But before we delve deeper, why not take a moment to set an intention for our time together? In the comments below, offer a positive affirmation, perhaps something like, "My home is a magnet for prosperity." Begin now to welcome auspiciousness into your life. And of course, give this video a sign of your appreciation and subscribe to Buddhist Wisdom Daily for more enlightening insights like this. Let's unlock the hidden energies of your home and craft the sanctuary you truly deserve. Now I'm going to tell you the most important thing. Why the TV truly matters. The television is indeed a powerhouse of energy within your home. It belongs to both the fire and metal domains, casting forth strong waves and brilliant light that actively agitate the surrounding atmosphere. However, this potent energy can often find itself in conflict with other elemental energies present in your dwelling, leading to a state of imbalance. For instance, if you locate items resonating with wood or earth elements near your TV, such as books or verdant plants, you may inadvertently trigger energetic disturbances. These disruptions can cast shadows upon various facets of your existence. In this session, we will meticulously examine which objects should maintain a respectful distance from your TV and how to rectify any existing misplacements. By the culmination of this video, you will have a firm grasp on how to maintain a home resonating with positive energy, thereby attracting prosperity and inner peace. Before we proceed further, feel encouraged to share a positive affirmation in the comments, perhaps "My home is a sanctuary of abundance," to actively invite positivity into your life. And remember to acknowledge this video and become a part of the Buddhist Wisdom Daily community for more insightful content like this. The important thing is ahead. Books near the TV. At first glance, the act of placing books near your television might appear utterly harmless. After all, they are both common fixtures in many homes, are they not? However, when you delve into the profound principles of feng shui, a deeper truth emerges. You realize this is actually a subtle mistake that can exert significant, though often unseen, influences on your life. Books, you see, are symbols of wisdom, of learning, and of inner peace. They represent the pursuit of knowledge, often linked with a calm, contemplative energy. This energy is essential for deep thinking and focused study. The TV, conversely, is a vibrant source of dynamic, high-energy vibrations. It emanates light, sound, and electromagnetic waves that can disrupt the tranquil energy that books require to effectively support concentration and contemplation. It's akin to attempting meditation in a bustling marketplace. The focus becomes elusive, doesn't it? A timeless teaching from Buddhist philosophy reminds us, the mind, like a garden, must be cultivated with care. Too many distractions will leave little space for growth. In this context, the muddled energy created by positioning books near a TV can impede not only your capacity for focus, but also subtly impact your spiritual and material well-being. In practical terms, this energetic disharmony extends beyond mere reading habits. It can manifest as heightened stress levels, difficulty maintaining concentration, and even trigger unnecessary and draining disagreements within the family circle. When the TV's intense energy begins to overshadow and absorb the serene energy emanating from your books, it can generate a stagnant flow in your life's currents. This is especially noticeable in areas such as education and financial prosperity. What then is the remedy? The solution is elegantly simple, yet profoundly impactful. Ensure your books reside away from your TV. If spatial limitations are a concern, consider employing partitions or storage containers to fashion a protective barrier. This shield will safeguard your books from the electromagnetic waves emitted by the television. By doing so, you will help preserve the peaceful energy that your books embody, allowing them to continue nurturing your mind and fostering your prosperity. 2. Clocks near the TV. Clocks, with their steady, rhythmic ticking, symbolize the relentless march of time. Across cultures, they are often seen as emblems of life cycles, prompting mindfulness and reflection on the preciousness of each fleeting moment. In the context of feng shui principles, clocks are regarded as objects that aid in regulating energy, particularly the flow of time itself. They introduce stability and a sense of ordered progression. However, when placed in close proximity to a TV, this inherent harmony can be significantly disrupted. The TV, with its ceaseless barrage of light, sound, and electromagnetic waves, is a veritable fountain of chaotic and ever-shifting energy. A clock, designed to represent serenity and continuity, suddenly finds itself in direct opposition to the dynamic, constantly changing presence of the television. Buddhist teachings frequently emphasize the profound importance of stillness and presence in our lives. True peace, we are told, does not arise from the absence of external noise, but rather from our capacity to discover stillness within the heart of it. This principle resonates perfectly with the energetic conflict between a clock and a TV. The combined presence of these two can cultivate a restless environment within your home, potentially leading to increased stress, heightened anxiety, and even disturbances in your sleep patterns over time. This energetic dissonance can even ripple outwards to affect your financial stability, as the imbalance can extend its influence into your career and business pursuits. A wisdom from the past reminds us, time is a river, and the river cannot flow freely when impeded by rocks. In this analogy, the rocks represent the chaotic energies of the TV, disrupting the steady flow of time and balance that the clock is meant to establish. By consciously placing your clock away from the TV, you allow both elements to fulfill their intended roles without interference, fostering mental clarity, stability, and a more grounded sense of control over your precious time. 3. Sitting with your back to the TV. We have all found ourselves there at some point, perhaps lounging on the sofa or relaxing in a chair with our backs casually turned towards the TV, mindlessly absorbed in the screen. Yet, what many fail to realize is that this seemingly innocuous posture can actually disrupt the natural flow of energy within our lives. In feng shui philosophy, the energy that surrounds us is considered just as vital as the tangible objects within our home. For us to feel grounded, secure, and healthy, our personal energy field must remain robust, stable, and unperturbed. When you position yourself with your back to the TV, you are, in essence, placing yourself in a vulnerable position. The TV, as we know, is a powerful source of electromagnetic radiation, light, and sound. This exposure can disrupt your delicate energy field, potentially leading to feelings of discomfort, increased stress, fatigue, and difficulty maintaining focus. You might even begin to experience physical manifestations, such as headaches or insomnia, which can be understood as symptoms of this energetic imbalance. This principle echoes the Buddhist concept of right posture in meditation. The way we position our bodies profoundly affects the flow of energy within us. Ancient wisdom states, a body in stillness cultivates clarity of mind. When you sit with your back exposed to the TV's energy, your posture is unsupported, which in turn weakens both your physical and mental vitality. You become more susceptible to external distractions, which ultimately disturb your inner peace. For those actively engaged in strengthening their careers or pursuing personal growth, this energetic imbalance can manifest as impaired decision-making, instability in career paths, or even financial setbacks. It's a seemingly small detail, easily overlooked, yet it can exert a more significant impact than you might initially imagine. How can this be rectified? The solution is elegantly simple. Rearrange your furniture so that your back is supported by a solid wall or a sturdy chair, rather than facing the TV. This adjustment will assist in maintaining a strong and stable energy field, preventing unnecessary energetic disturbances. If space is limited, consider utilizing a high-backed chair or a small partition to create a more energetically secure environment. The benefits of this simple change are often immediate: improved concentration, enhanced decision-making abilities, and a greater sense of security in both your personal and professional life. 4. Plants near the TV. We intuitively understand that plants infuse our homes with life, freshness, and positive energy. They symbolize growth, vitality, and the harmonious rhythms of the natural world. Indeed, many cultures believe that plants possess the remarkable ability to absorb negative energies and purify their surrounding environment. However, when placed too close to a TV, these beneficial plants can inadvertently suffer. In feng shui, plants are associated with the wood element, which embodies life, renewal, and tranquility. The TV, on the other hand, represents the fire and metal elements. These elements, particularly fire, emit potent waves that can disrupt the natural energy of plants, essentially diminishing their vitality. As the fiery energy emanating from the TV clashes with the gentle wood energy of the plants may begin to show signs of decline, to wither, and even to perish. This visual representation of decline and stagnation is often symbolically linked to potential financial losses and a decline in overall well-being. We have all heard the common belief that a wilting plant can reflect unfavorable fortune, haven't we? It's not solely about the plant's physical condition, it's a symbolic representation of energetic imbalance. In Buddhist philosophy, there's an ancient teaching that resonates deeply here: when the roots of a tree are disturbed, the whole tree withers. This profound statement reflects how the harmony of our environment, whether physical or spiritual, is intricately interconnected. When we allow conflicting energies to dominate, it's not only the plants that suffer, the very energy surrounding us begins to falter. To restore balance, simply relocate your plants away from the TV and position them in areas where they can flourish, such as near windows where they can bask in natural sunlight. By providing them with the space they require, you are not only nurturing your plant's growth but also actively nurturing the positive energy of your home. When plants thrive, they radiate vibrant positive energy, and your living space feels lighter and more invigorated. This straightforward adjustment will contribute to both physical and financial prosperity, ensuring that life flourishes within your home in both the material and spiritual realms. Watch to the end and you'll find out the most important thing. 5. Sacred objects near the TV. Many among us thoughtfully place sacred items, such as Buddha statues, feng shui stones, or other objects of spiritual significance, near the TV, believing they will attract abundance, protection, and positive energy. However, this is a common misstep that many make without fully grasping the potential repercussions. The electromagnetic waves, light emissions, and general energy emanating from a TV are intense and dynamic, often overpowering the more subtle energies of sacred objects. In the practice of feng shui, we understand that every object carries its own unique energetic frequency. Buddha statues, for example, symbolize peace, compassion, and enlightenment. They are imbued with an energy of stillness, tranquility, and protection. However, when positioned near a TV, an object that continuously emits chaotic energy, these sacred objects can experience a diminishment of their potency. The disruptive electromagnetic waves can interfere with the peaceful aura these items are meant to radiate, rendering them less effective in bringing prosperity, peace, and stability into your home. This concept brings to mind an ancient Buddhist proverb: a still pond reflects the world with clarity, but when the water is disturbed, the reflection is lost. This teaching is applicable to our environment as well. When sacred objects are placed within an environment saturated with noise and chaos, such as in proximity to a TV, their inherent energy is disrupted, and they are unable to fully realize their intended purpose. If you possess sacred items like Buddha statues or feng shui crystals, It is more beneficial to place them in areas with reduced electromagnetic interference, such as on a dedicated altar or in a peaceful corner of a room. This will ensure that their positive energy remains strong and can continue to attract wealth, well-being, and good fortune into your life. Safeguard the energy of your sacred objects by creating a calm, undisturbed space for them, allowing them to work their subtle magic without external interference. 6. Candles and essential oil diffusers near the TV. Candles and essential oil diffusers are frequently employed to cultivate a peaceful, tranquil atmosphere. Their gentle light and soothing aromas promote relaxation, calmness, and a sense of balance. However, when placed near a TV, they can inadvertently contribute to a destructive clash of elemental energies. The TV's energy, rooted in the fire and metal elements, stands in sharp contrast to the peaceful fire energy of candles or diffusers. This creates an energetic imbalance that can negatively affect the overall atmosphere within your home. This clash of energies can contribute to emotional instability. The fire energy from both the TV and the candles, combined with the TV's electromagnetic waves, disrupts the natural flow of energy, causing the space to feel restless and unsettling. In Buddhist teachings, we often emphasize the paramount importance of inner peace and harmony. In the Dhammapada, it is written, "May all beings be at peace." To attain true peace, we must actively cultivate harmony, not chaos, within our surroundings. This includes being mindful of how different energies interact and influence one another within our living spaces. Imagine this scenario: you light a candle with the intention of meditating, seeking inner stillness, yet the surrounding energy emanating from the TV feels overwhelming and intrusive. You are striving to create peace, but the overall environment feels unsettling and counterproductive. This is because the energy surrounding us directly influences our capacity to remain calm and focused. To restore balance, position your candles or essential oil diffusers in areas away from the TV, where they can effectively promote a soothing and peaceful atmosphere. Consider enhancing the tranquil ambience by incorporating plants or crystal items that harmonize with the room's energy. For instance, crystals like amethyst or rose quartz can amplify the calm energy you are seeking to cultivate, while plants can purify the air and absorb excess electromagnetic waves. When you allow these items to function as intended, your home will feel more peaceful, emotionally stable, and aligned with your intentions for well-being. Now I'm going to tell you the gist. 7. Water near the TV, the clash of fluidity and stability. Water is the element that embodies fluidity, change, and adaptability. It symbolizes life's ever-flowing current, nourishing us and representing our emotions, wealth, and inner wisdom. The TV, conversely, belongs to the metal element, which represents stability, logic, and structured order. When these two distinct elements are positioned in close proximity, they can clash in a way that disrupts the natural flow of energy within your life. In feng shui principles, water is believed to nourish metal, but when it is placed too near a TV, it can paradoxically weaken the overall energy flow within your space. This energetic disruption can have ripple effects across various aspects of your life, including your career trajectory, financial stability, and interpersonal relationships. Have you ever experienced a period in your life where everything seemed out of balance, and challenges seemed to surface unexpectedly from all directions? The placement of water near a source of metal energy, like your TV, could potentially be a contributing factor. As Buddhist wisdom teaches us, change is inevitable, but peace is found through balance. Water is essential for growth and transformation, but an excess of unrestrained flow can lead to chaos. This principle applies to our environment as well. When you place water, whether it's a beverage or even a decorative fountain, near the TV, the overall energy can become unstable, potentially creating obstacles and imbalances in your life's path. Furthermore, placing water near electronic devices presents a practical risk. Accidental spills can cause significant damage to your valuable TV, or worse, create hazardous electrical situations. This not only puts your electronics at risk but can also lead to increased stress and unexpected financial burdens. To restore energetic balance, make it a practice to keep beverages and sources of water away from your TV. If you desire to introduce a calming water element into the room, consider a small, thoughtfully placed fish tank, but ensure it maintains a respectful distance from the TV. The peaceful energy of water can harmonize with the room's overall flow without disrupting the specific energy field surrounding the television. In Buddhist philosophy, the principle of balance is paramount, and water should be utilized to enhance, not disrupt, harmony. By carefully positioning your water sources in appropriate locations, you will not only protect your electronic devices but also ensure that the energy within your home flows smoothly and harmoniously, inviting clarity, prosperity, and inner peace into your life. 8. Large speakers near the TV, the disturbance of vibrations. Music, sound, and vibrations possess the power to uplift our spirits and enrich our lives. However, when incompatible energies collide, they can generate a disruptive effect. Large speakers are potent instruments that generate strong vibrations, powerful enough to influence the very atmosphere of a room. When positioned too close to a TV, the vibrations they produce can interfere with the TV's performance, potentially leading to technical issues such as screen flickering, sound distortion, or even overheating. But the impact extends beyond mere electronics. On a deeper, more spiritual level, the constant noise and vibrations emanating from large speakers can contribute to emotional instability and heightened stress levels. This is especially pertinent in a home environment where balance and tranquility are valued. In Buddhist teachings, silence is often regarded as a sacred practice, as it allows us to connect more profoundly with our inner selves and with the world around us. The Dhammapada states, silence is a source of great strength. When we introduce excessive noise into our environment, it disrupts the harmony and peace that we are actively seeking to cultivate in our lives. In our fast-paced modern world, we are constantly bombarded by sounds, yet the true path to inner peace often necessitates a quiet space where we can recharge, reflect, and reconnect with ourselves. When large speakers are positioned near a TV, they not only disrupt the energetic balance of the room but can also subtly affect our emotional well-being. This cluttered energy can make it more challenging to focus, concentrate, and maintain a sense of calm. To cultivate a more harmonious environment, keep large speakers at a distance from your TV. Opt for smaller speakers that will not disrupt the overall energy flow within your home. These will still allow you to enjoy music and media, but without the risk of overwhelming the room's subtle energies. Embrace the Buddhist concept of right speech, which extends to the energy we introduce into our spaces. When the energy you bring into a space is harmonious and thoughtful, the world around you tends to become calmer and more balanced. By ensuring that your home is filled with balanced sound and light, you will create an atmosphere that is conducive to peace, focus, and emotional well-being. As an old saying wisely notes, the quieter you become, the more you can hear. And within this silence, you will discover the clarity and harmony you seek. But that's not all. 9. Phone chargers near the TV, a tangle of chaos. We have all experienced the common frustration of tangled phone chargers and cords, haven't we? While they might seem like harmless clutter, when placed near your TV, they can create both practical and energetic problems. The heat generated by phone chargers can potentially damage the sensitive internal electronics of your TV, leading to malfunctions or even short circuits. But beyond these physical risks, the very clutter of tangled cables contributes to a chaotic energy within your environment. In Buddhist teachings, the mind is often compared to a clear pond. When the pond is muddied and cluttered, the reflection becomes distorted and unclear. Similarly, when your physical space is cluttered and disorganized, your mental and emotional clarity can be compromised. The disarray of tangled cables near your TV sends out subtle chaotic signals, potentially disrupting your focus, increasing stress levels, and fostering a general sense of unease. You might find yourself feeling unsettled or easily distracted, much like the feeling you experience when constantly bombarded by notifications or unnecessary noise. This is not simply about the visual clutter itself, it is about the subtle energy it generates. Tangled cables can symbolically represent confusion and disorder. They pull energy in multiple directions, making it more challenging to focus on what truly matters in your life. When the surrounding energy is chaotic, it can become difficult to maintain a peaceful mindset or to effectively pursue your goals and aspirations. The solution is straightforward: organize your cables and chargers away from the TV area. Utilize cable organizers or clips to keep cords neat, tidy, and out of sight. Not only will this protect your valuable electronics from potential damage, but it will also restore a sense of balance to the room's energy. A tidy and organized space promotes clear thinking, and a clear mind, in turn, cultivates a more peaceful and focused life. Incorporating order and simplicity into your environment is deeply aligned with Buddhist principles of mindfulness and simplicity. Simplicity naturally leads to clarity, and clarity is a direct pathway to inner peace. When your space is uncluttered and well organized, your personal energy becomes more aligned with your true self, fostering an environment where prosperity, peace, and clarity can flourish. Conclusion. The thoughtful arrangement of objects within your home plays a vital role in cultivating and maintaining a harmonious and prosperous environment. By making seemingly small adjustments, such as mindfully relocating certain items away from your TV, you can actively invite positive energy into your living space. This, in turn, can promote improved health, greater wealth, and enhanced family harmony. Remember, a well-organized home is not merely aesthetically pleasing, it also actively supports your success, inner peace, and overall happiness. So, take the time to thoughtfully rearrange your space, and you may be surprised to discover that your fortunes begin to shift for the better. Thank you for joining me today. Wishing you all good fortune, lasting peace, and abundant prosperity. Until our next encounter, may you be well.